So, let us take the next topic, that is carbonyl compounds. The carbonyl compounds will have a functional group C double bond O. However, this carbonyl group may have the different types of the groups. Based on these groups, they are classified into the two types. If this carbonyl group is one side, if hydrogen is there, the other side you can have an option now. The option can be a hydrogen, can be some alkyl group or some aromatic group. It can be an aliphatic, aromatic or hydrogen. So, all these one hydrogen containing carbonyl compounds are called aldehydes. But one side you must have a hydrogen. The other type of the classes compounds are the carbonyl compound will have a both the side option, but the option is not hydrogen. You can have either alkyl group or alkyl and aromatic or aromatic and aromatic. That means you can have two alkyls, two aromatic or one alkyl, one aromatic. So, all these compounds come under the ketones now. So, ketones will not have a hydrogen. If hydrogen is there, they come under the aldehydes. So, some examples let us take. There are three common or popular, the aldehydes are well much known. That is, this is called formaldehyde. Shortly you can call it as a FA, formaldehyde, right? And one side, if smallest the alkyl group, that is CH3, let us call this acetaldehyde. Okay, common name it is acetaldehyde. And one benzene with aldehyde. This let us abbreviate as a benzaldehyde, BA, formaldehyde, acet. This CH3CO is called acet. Therefore, acetaldehyde, benzaldehyde. There are three aldehydes are very popular. Similarly, under the ketones, we have three ketones very much popular. So, both the sides methyl is called acetone. Okay, it's a ketone. And one side benzene, one side methyl is called this CH3CO function. Once again called it is acet. Acet with phenyl with a ketone. Therefore, acetophenone, commonly known as acetophenone. Both the sides phenyl or benzene when it is. So, both the sides you must have a phenyl group. So, that means benzenes are there. This is called a benzophenone. Benzene with CO is called benzo. With another phenyl, benzophenone. So, three ketones and three aldehydes are very standard examples and common or popularized examples. Taking these six compounds, you can have the total study or the representative the aldehydes and ketones. Taking the entire study can be completed. However, you have the other ketones like systematically the aldehydes are called alk-enol. Alk-enol. So, alk represents the number of carbons, AN for the saturation. If a double bonds are there, you can go for the enol and so on. Aldehyde is the coding the functional group. In this case, they are called alk-enone. So, if you apply this IUPAC nomenclature for the aldehydes, the first compound is one carbon, methanol. This compound is methanol. So, two carbons, ethanol. If one more carbon, propanol and so on. So, now in this case it is alk represents the number of carbons, enone. This is three carbon, therefore, propanone. Four carbons, butanone. So many carbons are there, then the keto position would be said. For example, in the case of 5 carbons, pentanone can be 2 pentanone or 3 pentanone. So, number of the carbon where this keto is there we have to mention. When this type of aromatic systems are there, however, 100% the IUPAC nomenclature, that is the number of carbons representing, cannot be done. So, this can be taken as a phenyl. So, phenyl containing ethanone, phenyl ethanone will be the IUPAC name. Diphenyl methanone, that is the IUPAC name. Here phenyl methanol, one carbon aldehyde, methanol. A phenyl is there, so call it as a phenyl methanol. However, specifically in the aldehydes and ketones, we have a function nomenclature. This function is form, therefore form aldehyde, acid with aldehyde, benz with aldehyde, benzaldehyde. These are all called function nomenclature, one of the common method. Here also acid with minimum one carbon acetone, acid with phenyl one acetophenone, benz with phenyl one benzophenone. These are all common nomenclature of function nomenclature. In the ketones, you can have two radicals, you say, then say ketone. Dimethyl ketone, dimethyl ketone, methyl phenyl ketone, phenyl phenyl ketone. This is called radical and then function, radico-functional method. So, radico-functional names of these three ketones are dimethyl ketone, methyl phenyl ketone, diphenyl ketone. So, we have different methods of nomenclature. However, whenever aromatic system is there, the IUPAC nomenclature is not that prominent. We say acetophenone and benzophenone, common names have become more popular. So, now taking the one classification, first classification is based on the presence of hydrogen. If hydrogen is there, it is aldehyde. If the hydrogen is not there, it is ketone. So, carbonyl compounds are two classes, aldehydes and ketones. In the aldehydes, you can have a further classification, only aliphatic system and aromatic, aliphatic and aromatic. Within the aliphatic, you will have a smaller size and bigger size, like that also you can classify. Even ketones can be aliphatic and aromatic ketones. One side aliphatic, one side both aromatic. Okay, like that you can have a further classification.